Maybe if we said that producers dying from SIDS was funny, somebody would protest us.
No. Don't do that. Don't.
Would you call it ever sudden idiot death syndrome?
Well, in his case.
Yeah.
God. Bad enough Russ is an ass to him, but Everett, Jesus.
Well, I said that off the air. It wasn't supposed to count.
It always counts.
A little red light outside is going round and round. We're on.
Why are you so defensive about all this?
I'm empathetic to people, and I put myself in his place. If I'm sitting home hearing people go, I'm glad Trey's gone, and dancing with the tambourines, and then slams like that, and he can't even defend himself.
Who's the one dancing around with the tambourine?
You told me to.
I didn't tell you nothing. You grabbed it and started dancing like you were possessed.
Well, God, and off the air, you're a completely different person.
I do not.
Yes, you are. Off the air, you just. That's the only thing that I don't like about you is that's your craddock trait coming out.
I have told you over and over off the air with the work Trey did for you. Over and over and over. In fact, one time you wanted to fire him before, and I talked you into keeping him. A long time ago.
Really?
Yeah, we're sitting at Abuelo's.
I forgot about that. Mm-hmm. So this is all your fault.
Oh. All right, where'd I put the rocket?
You've just been adamant about this from the start.
I can just put myself in his position. And it's not that he wasn't trying.
Somebody wasn't.
He's not lazy. He's just
stupid.
Okay.
Say it.
I'm not going to say it.
Why not?
Because I don't think he's stupid by definition. I think he's has problems staying up with the show. Multitasking. Finishing things up.
Yeah, he's not
What's
stupid.
not to do? He's got 4 hours every day where he sits in the office.
I'm aware.
If I had 4 hours where I could listen to the radio and do other stuff, I'd be way ahead. That's just me.
I'm aware.
So you think I should stop the pounding?
Yeah, lighten up. We made a point. The song was funny.
What about this one?
Oh, no.
He's as slow as study. His brain was kind of muddy. His pigment you could not see. Oh, my love grows for my radio shows while he stays home with mommy. I think he's super popping mom in the pooper.
Give me that. Give me this. Give it to me.
Now I got to start again.
No, don't. Stop it. That's enough. That's great. See what you've done. Give me this. Give me this.
I got more.
No.
I wouldn't worry. I doubt he's even listening.
God.
Just the way she was screaming in that council meeting that one time. Did you cut your lights on for Officer Joe? Screamed it over and over. Hot, sexy buck teeth.
Yeah, stop it. Quit.
Some people like to call it an overbite.
Mm-hmm. What do you call it?
Buck teeth. Did you cut your lights on for Officer Joe? I don't even know what she was talking about now. All I know is she's screaming at somebody. Some kind of a memorial or something, turning on your headlights for a fallen police officer.
Right. This one happened to be a black officer that died. And I can't remember why the city didn't cut their lights on. Everyone didn't cut their lights on. I think he died it was in the line of duty or something. There was some kind of deal.
Yeah. She was having a fit in a city council meeting, screaming either at somebody in the audience or somebody else on the council, but just over and over. Did you cut your lights off, Officer Joe? Well, did you cut your lights off, Officer Joe? Oh, not really. Did you? God, the way she get all worked up.
Yep.
Sexy buck teeth.
Where did she go? Just away?
I don't know. Probably doing some modeling.
I doubt it.
Not enough buck teeth women in the magazines. I love that look.
Yes.
That's what I like. Great big bush. Great big buck teeth. Mm-hmm. Teeth that are so buck you can't even see the lower jaw.
You must love her then.
Yes.
We'll campaign for her.
Love to see her again. Got my lights on for her. Mm-hmm. Got my lights on for buck teeth. I'm going to get me a bumper sticker. I break for buck teeth. Man, I'd like to watch her eat cheese.
Quit it. I'm sorry, I pooed it. Just laughed so hard. That was a very awkward moment with the singer in here.
And
That needs to be
I don't
laid
understand
out.
why you thought we needed to fart right in the middle of all of that. Why didn't you pee on her feet while you were at it?
I was tense.
I don't fart when I'm tense. Why you just drop your pants and just water down her feet? Hey, you know what? I don't think things are bad enough, and you're really embarrassed right now. How about if I just soak down your sandals?
Brooke's attention gave Eddie something to laugh at.
Pull out your weenie and squeeze it so the whole sings "Oh Solo Mio."
Stop it.
Why start with just?
Hold on a minute. I'm sorry.
Why start with just farting in the studio?
I'm sorry. It just wasn't. It was an accident, truly. Stop it, Eddie. Oh man.
Eddie, stop it.
Stop.
We're going to do this. Don't ruin the bit by making a bunch of noise.
Doing what?
We're about to explode Trey.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let me see. Eddie, you there?
Hello? Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
I'm ready when you are.
Is somebody rolling video?
Yeah, Matt is rolling video.
All right. Is anybody taking still photos in case the video's too light? I mean, too dark.
No, we don't.
All right. Is there enough light where he is?
Oh, yeah, we're right underneath the overhead light.
Oh, the flood?
Yep.
Anybody have a fire extinguisher? Do I need
Is there a fire extinguisher out there?
Yes, there is.
Okay. So everything's handled, and we're not going to miss this time.
Absolutely not.
All right.
Don't do it. You ready? Don't do it.
Hang on a second.
Don't do it.
Let me talk to Trey again for a second.
Hang on a second. What?
Why are you screaming? Maybe for Christmas, but I'm asking you a different question right now. Why?
Don't do this.
Why are you screaming?
Because they're about to set me on fire.
I like the Doors too. But I'm trying to ask you a question right now. I'm not getting in the chair.
I think you should get in it.
He screwed up,
You're the one
and
who-
this is his penalty.
You screwed up.
First, I don't need help to do this.
If anybody gets in the chair, it should be your butt.
I don't. It's my chair. I ain't getting in it.
I'll build you one.
I don't need a chair.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Russ, I
Yes.
didn't screw up.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do this.
It'll be fine.
Russ. Russ, don't do this.
Tell Eddie I want to talk to him again.
No.
Uh-oh.
Don't do this. Please.
Okay, I'm done with you.
You there?
Yes.
It's cold.
Is it? Yeah. All right. Anytime you're ready.
Okay. I'm writing them up now. Go.
That's not funny.
Did, did, Hello? Oh, we dropped the call. And see, you thought we wouldn't have any fun today.
I was wrong.
Hi, Bill.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Did you know somebody was riding around the Batmobile today?
I'm sorry, Mushroom Mouth. Try it again.
Did you know somebody was riding around in the Batmobile today?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. You probably saw it.
Was that you? Uh-huh.
Hold on a second. You want me to get him to ask me again? Yeah. Bill, ask me the question again.
Bill, you know what town each clip is? Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Was that you?
I'm sorry, was it me what?
Was that you?
Was it me what?
What did you riding around with? Look like Trey.
What did you see? What did you see?
Look like Trey driving it.
Driving what?
Driving a Batmobile.
And when it talks about judge not lest you be judged, it's
Yes.
not talking about coming up to someone and saying, hey, you're doing this wrong. Because in the Bible in 2 Corinthians, it does say it is okay to check other Christians.
Well, what about Romans 4:10? You then, why do you judge your brother? Or why do you look down on your brother?
No.
For we will all stand before God's judgment seat. Explain that.
When you're talking
You got
about,
nothing for that.
I'm
What you talking about,
explaining
Willis?
it. When you're talking about judgment, you're talking about saying to someone, you're going to heaven or you're going to hell. That's not your place to do. That's God's place.
I didn't say, well, first of all, I didn't say if anybody's going to hell or not.
Well, no.
I said I'm going to hell, and I believe I can judge for myself.
No. But, well,
So
no, wait
far,
a
it sounds
minute.
like I've been
You
right.
said you don't believe
Yes,
in hell.
I'm still right.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Russ, you can't sit here.
And you're going to judge me by human standards. I pass judgment on no one.
That's what you're on the right track, but you're not listening.
I'm
to
exactly
what
on the
I'm
right track. That's from John colon 14
Go ahead,
hyphen
make it
6.
John Colin.
That's what it says.
Oh.
John 8 colon 14 6.
saying. Yeah, that's it. No, when it's talking about judgment, it's talking about actually saying to someone, "You're going to heaven, you're going to hell." In 2 Corinthians,
Am I right on any of this?
It does say, and you said yourself,
Pretty close.
Close enough to piss her off?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the whole judgment thing's out there for anybody to. It's pretty vague.
Okay.
Going to churches to be around like-minded people.
To be around white people?
Like-minded people.
Oh, well, that's white people.
Quit.
Whatever. I'm just saying, if you're going to get on there and talk about it, then you need to know.
That's I. So
context
far,
of the church.
you haven't told me anything that I got wrong. And the whole judgment thing is up for interpretation. You know what? If the Bible was that easy to understand, there wouldn't be all these people trying to interpret it. And nobody says your version is right over mine.
You know what? And you're totally right about
Thank
that.
you.
And
Then I
hope
guess
that
I was right about the whole thing.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Because you got mad at, who was it? Was that Harold that called?
Paul.
Oh, okay. Whatever. Paul, him calling you up and saying you're going to hell, he is
My pubes
putting
itch.
himself in he is putting himself in a lot of
Okay.
danger for even saying
Scratch
that.
him.
That's
I am.
not
Did you
cool.
shave?
Yeah.
But to call you up and to say, hey,
I like to start
by
trimming the
talking
area
about
because
this,
as you get
talking
older,
about
you get
that,
hair coming
you're wrong.
everywhere.
I know.
And that's okay.
You get any on the head?
It's okay to tell
No,
another person that,
stop.
hey, you shouldn't have been doing that.
You're absolutely right. I understand.
Oh, I hate when you do that. You drive me nuts. And as far as JD goes, JD, just think about hell as eternal grounding if you want to put it on
Okay.
I gotta go. Every once in a while, I get a stray hair on the head.
You don't. Never happened. No.
It
hasn't
does.
happened.
It almost looks like a catfish.
Okay. What happened to me, I can't believe it myself. Suddenly, I'm up on top of the world. It should have been somebody else.
Greatest American hero.
Very good. Straightening the curves, flattening the hills. Someday the mountain might get them, but
Dukes
the
of Hazzard.
Very good. Blank was a man, yes, a big man, with an eye like an eagle, and as tall as a mountain was he.
You got the words wrong.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I'm reading them. Blank was a man, yes, a big man.
But bear was bigger.
He was.
I don't know this one. If you're not going to read it right, just don't read them.
It's not it. He was brave, he was fearless, and as tough as a mighty oak tree.
Oh, well, there's a tree.
Yeah.
Is that the one he was in?
No. Do you know who it is?
I'd know if you read it right. Read it again, but read it right this time.
Blank was a man.
It was a big man, but the bear was bigger.
That's Daniel Booth. We're going hopping today where things are popping the Philadelphia way. We're going to drop in on all the music they play on the
Bandstand.
bandstand. Boy,
Read the one with the bear again.
no, I'll do it at the end. You're right. I should have finished with that one. Boy, the way Glenn Miller played songs that made the hit parade.
Guys like us, we had it made. Those were the days.
Mm-hmm. It's a show.
Brady Bunch.
No, it's not.
All in the family.
Yeah, that's right. A couple more. These are a little tougher. Now the world don't move.
Different strokes.
How do you know that? I want pull that out. Going, he'll never know that one. I bet we've been together for a million years.
Growing Pains. Oh, family. The one with the. Oh, wait a minute. Read it again.
I bet we've been together for a million years. I bet we'll be together for a million more.
But the bear was bigger.
No, no. Oh, it's like I started breathing on the night we kissed.
Family Ties.
Yeah, that's correct. One more. This is tough too. Show me that smile again. Show me that smile.
That's the Tracy Goldwyn.
Don't waste another minute of your crime.
Growing Pains.
There you are.
Yeah.
Very good.
I always confuse that with Family Ties.
And Blank was a man. Yes, a big man.
But the bear was bigger.
No, he didn't know something about an eagle in a tree in a mountain.
I don't think he ran like an eagle.
That's it. From the coonskin cap on the top of old Dan
You're getting close.
to the heel of his raw shoe. The rippingest, roaringest, fightingest man the frontier ever knew. That's Daniel.
What is it with you? Making
Grace had a two-part.
I mean, what's the deal here?
What is it? What?
Making fun of handicapped people. You played the tape and all, and you're making fun. Y'all are laughing at people. That's not funny to laugh at handicapped people.
Can you not hear this? Listen. Listen closely.
Grace had a two-part.
Really?
I don't find it humorous.
Oh, how could you not? Can you?
You and everyone in that room.
Can you
is
hear
so
it?
disgusting because you're laughing at people.
Can you actually hear it through the phone?
Yes, I can.
Let
hear
me turn
and
it
I
up.
don't
Hold on.
Find it funny.
Hold on. Listen. I'm turning it up a little bit.
Grace had a two-part question.
So what is so funny about you're making fun of people? They can't help the being handicapped in the way they are, and y'all are laughing, making fun of them. Why?
Didn't you hear the part where he goes?
What gives you the right just to play the tape over and over and over and over again, making fun
When
of
I
these
was
poor
when I was a
people?
kid, I wanted my own handicap. I wanted my own retard.
Yeah.
So I shaved our dog.
Now, see, look at this. See, not only are you making fun of people who are handicapped, you're mistreating dogs. Do you not have any feeling for about, or do you just think everyone has to be like you? What is your deal here? You're disgusting. Why can't you just accept people for the way they are? What's your deal? Why would you think that all this is so funny when it's not? There's no hope for you, is there? I mean, you just laugh at everything. I mean, anybody. Handicapped people, dogs you shave. I mean, what's the deal here? Why is it you think it's so funny? Because people are not like you? Are Come on, I mean, what's the deal? Why You're laughing at the expense of other people who can't help the way they are. Yeah. Now that's not right. That's not right.
All right, you're right. We'll stop. How old are you?
27.
Are you cute?
I'm okay. I think I'm pretty ugly right now, though.
Well, why don't you come on up? I'll hit you in the clam with some wrought iron, and we'll get over this. Wouldn't that be fun?
No.
Yes, I think you'd enjoy it.
Yeah.
Well, how much do you think a countertop costs?
Countertops? I think you'd probably get some for $4,500, depending on the material.
Because he broke it.
He broke your countertop?
He took the hammer and he looked at me and then he banged it onto the counter on the bar part.
Mm-hmm.
And he just busted it and he said, I wish that was your head. And then he told me he was going to chop me up in pieces and put them in my parents' mailbox.
How big's the mailbox?
Quit it. Quit it. Stop it. Russ Martin.
You know, that makes me laugh.
Jesus.
Are you through making jokes in my trying time?
No.
Sounds like you need to get away from this guy. Has he been abusive before?
Well, he never has.
Never been before? How long have you been married?
We just had our 6th wedding anniversary on Friday.
6 years, and he's never been abusive.
Never. He's always been really nice, and then he just kind of freaked out on me and stuff. It started last night, and it went on, and then I went to sleep, and then he woke me up at 4:30, he threw popcorn on me when I was in the bed to wake me up, and that's when he told me he was going to chop me up into pieces and put me in my parents' mailbox. And then
Is it one of those boxes with a slit? You got to open the door.
Stop
You
it.
what?
Quit it.
I just don't know how serious he was.
Stop it.
You know, this is serious because if I don't go back home and he kills me, you might.
Well, then don't go back home. If you're really afraid he's going to do something, don't go back to the house.
No, go to your parents' house.
Yeah, stay away from the mailbox.
My daddy will not let anybody hurt me.
Okay.
But I'd go there until this calms down. Does he do any drugs at all?
He smokes the pot.
Does he? Was he high on the weed when he threatened to cut you up?
No, because this morning when he was still passed out, I dumped his pot in the toilet and flushed it.
Wow.
And he just bought it, so I hope he's, walking around looking for his little bag.
What? How much do you weigh?
Me?
Yeah.
I think I weigh like 107. I've gained a few pounds.
Okay. I just wondering how much it would cost to mail you the body.
Stop. Quit it.
Well, he better mail it, because if he goes and delivers it, my daddy will get him.
Yeah, I'd probably be upset. Because that's a federal offense, putting things in the mailbox without a stamp.
Well, they have a post office box, so they're not that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They won't take it at the P.O. box.
No, mailboxes, etc. They won't accept it.
My head wouldn't even.
No, your head probably not.
Big stamp on her forehead. Don't want to break the law.
Well, I'm glad I was able to entertain you in my spring time.
Everything. Well, no, you feel better, though. You go to your parents. Everything's fine. You can relax. Just stay away from the mailbox. Don't accept no CODs. What?
But what about my stuff?
What about you know what? That's going to be a legal thing. You're going to have to get an attorney and get a divorce and get everything else done.
Well, I don't have an attorney. I don't know an attorney.
Well, I'm sure your daddy can find one. He sounds like a very smart fella.
Well, he's not in.
Well, that's what you'll be doing.
Okay.
And if you're in fear, seriously, don't go back there without a cop or somebody.
Well,
Or at least a postal inspector.
I took them with me.
See what you have to look forward to, Trey? You still be sitting down, though, right?
No.
Really?
Reduces vaginal tearing.
Hi, Gail.
Hello.
What's the matter?
Oh, geez, nothing. God.
Do you... Hey, he's further along than I thought.
Yes. Yes.
I like it when Gail loses it. It really sounds like a room of hyenas now. After the workout, I'm sitting in my office, just kind of relaxing. I hear this chink, chink, off in the distance.
Let me guess.
Yeah, Chinese was breaking in. I don't want. I didn't say anything. I didn't.
I know.
I said I didn't want anybody messing with the weights. Just stop. I said.
Health authority has apologized after a black patient, due to have foot amputation, was offered a white prosthetic leg instead. Excuse me. Thames Valley Strategic Health Authority said it was just a misunderstanding.
What health authority?
The Thames Valley Strategic Health Authority.
All right.
Said a misunderstanding had led to the hospital telling Ingrid Nichols that she would have to pay more money if she wanted a black.
Why would black feet be more?
I have no idea.
Because they're faster?
Stop. No. Why do you do this? Star Jones about to lose some weight. The rumor is, God. Stop it.
What's that shirt say that you have on?
Jamaica. It's one I bought there.
What's it say right there?
Negril.
Oh, part of the shirt was covered up.
Negril.
Is that a restaurant there?
No. Jesus.
You ready to go again?
If you'd like.
All right. As we begin. You get it?
I get it.
318. JD Ryan's on the new. 105.3 FM Talk.
Your Russ News is brought to us. I don't know, maybe I should change this sponsor. Carrabba's Italian Grill. I swear.
When you get tired of the grill. Can't always have your food blackened.
This is Dumbass Jeopardy. And here's the host of Dumbass Jeopardy, Russ Martin.
All right, let's see if we can get everybody on the phone without having this thing lock up on me. Hi, Ronnie.
Hey, buddy.
What are you doing on the phone?
I'm listening to you rag on JD and waiting to play the game.
When's the last time you played something?
God, it's been forever. I think I won Boston tickets that never come through, so.
How come you never got those?
I don't know. Did they even come to town?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
All right. Hi, Dave.
Hey, what's going on?
What do you do for a living?
I fix printers and computers.
All right. And here we go. I'll be damned. Got them all three. Chili?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm a puppy phrenologist.
A what?
A puppy phrenologist.
What is that?
I just feel the bumps on dogs' heads and interpret them. Big business nowadays.
All right. Okay. What are they playing for, John?
They'll be playing for 12 months bronze level web hosting from VertBiz.com, the official web host. Live 105.3 and the Russ Martin Show. Little Morphine Annie CD featuring our very own Everett Newton and a Planet X Superstore prize pack with all kinds of cool adult goodies.
All right. As in a regular Jeopardy, make sure you answer in the form of a question. The category is commercial slogans. Here we go. You know the answer, say your name. Wrong button. All right. My dog is bigger than your dog.
Chili.
Go ahead, Chili.
What black guy say to you in the locker room?
No.
Dave.
Go ahead, Dave.
What is Oscar Mayer?
No. Ronnie? What is Generation dog food? And the next one is. The answer is dig 'em.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
What the last words you hear at Eddie's house?
No. Anyone here now?
Dig 'em. No.
I think it was this. I think it was the frog that said it. It's Kellogg's Sugar Smacks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Pink hearts, yellow moons,
Chili,
orange.
Dave.
Go ahead, Chili.
Means you donkey punched her too hard.
No.
Dave.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
What is Lucky Charms?
Lucky Charms is right. Tastes as good as it smells.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
What is Poon?
No.
That took me a second.
Anyone else?
No.
Everett?
No.
What is Maxwell House coffee? You got chocolate in my peanut butter.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
What is when your puppy wants anal?
No.
Ronnie,
Ronnie, go ahead.
what is Reese's peanut butter cup?
Yes. Crisp and clean and no caffeine.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
What is heroin?
No. Anyone else? Here?
7-Up.
7-Up is right. We make money the old-fashioned way.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
What is killing Rob a hooker?
Nope.
Dean Witter.
No. What is Smith Barney? The scientific answer to the handkerchief.
Chili. Hey.
Chili, go ahead.
What is blowing her face?
No.
Hey.
Dave, go ahead.
Kleenex.
No. What is Dristan nasal mist? I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
So show me them boobies.
No. What is Excedrin? Take the bus and leave the driving to us.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
Stupid Japs.
No.
Hey.
Dave, go ahead.
What is Greyhound?
Yes. What's the score so far, John?
Right now, Dave has -1, Ronnie has 2, and Chili has -11.
All right. When you care enough to send the very best.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
Means you're pee whipped.
No.
Dave.
Dave?
What is Hallmark?
Yes. From the land of sky blue waters.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
That's when I drank from the toilet.
No. This is the one with the bear, isn't it?
Right. I know what it is.
In fact, I think the billboard on Stemmons, right there near Baby Doe's, used to be this.
Yep. At one point.
Yeah, because of the sky blue waters and the waterfall. What is Ham's beer? Where's the cream filling?
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
Squeeze it harder.
No. What are Hostess Twinkies? No more tears.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
You killed her.
No. Dave, go ahead.
What is Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo?
Yes. Look, Ma, no cavities.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
That's Trey gets allowance?
No. Anyone else? Crest is right. Cuts grease fast.
Chili.
Chili, go ahead.
What is an INS raid?
No.
Hold on, my coworker just lost it. Ronnie.
Hold on, Ronnie. I want to listen to Trey laugh.
Okay, please.
Mirth from beyond the grave.
Make him quit.
Oh, no. I'll be back.
Stop.
This don't ever happen on The Price is Right.
I don't know. Possibly because Eddie don't write the prices right.
Chili, is your coworker okay? Okay. We'll see if we can go on. Ronnie, go ahead.
Damn, what is 409?
No. We really move our tails for you.
Chili,
Our tail for you. Chili, go ahead.
a good hooker.
No. You know that one, John?
Continental Airlines.
Yes. You'll wonder where the yellow went.
Chili,
Chili, go ahead.
when you're vacationing in Hiroshima.
No.
Ronnie,
Ronnie, go ahead.
what is Gary's clean sheet?
What is what?
Gary's clean sheet.
No.
No.
Is Trey gone again?
Echo down the hall.
Yeah. Somebody's in a good mood.
Yeah.
Somebody's mom got over the yeast infection.
All right.
Oh, no.
He's coughing.
Eddie, are you all right? I mean, Chili, you all right? I was wondering what that smell was.
Yeah.
I thought we was having cupcakes.
Oh, it's the cheesiest.
It's been a tough year for the Cowboys, but you look for positives, things to build on. What positives have you seen for the Cowboys this season?
I know who this guy is. I recognize his voice.
Yeah.
He's been up here before. He looks like Grady from Sanford and Son.
Exactly.
And he's got the floaty eyes.
Yes. And they did close-ups.
He's like a black Marty Feldman.
Bless his heart, he's a very sweet guy.
I'm sure he is.
He apparently won some kind of a contest.
Yeah, a black Marty Feldman lookalike contest.
No.
Is that what happened?
No. He won some kind of contest where we got to sit down on Channel 11, a pregame show, and actually interview.
How'd they shoot around his eyes? Because, I mean, really, he's got one of those vagabond eyes.
They didn't.
One eye don't talk to the rest of the head.
They didn't. They didn't shoot around the eyes.
Can you actually see that the eyes are shooting off in different directions?
Yeah, they did close-ups. He's a great guy.
I know, but he's got bird eyes.
He's a nice guy.
And I mean, that I'm talking about a severe floaty eye.
Right.
I think one of them watches the road, and and the other one's looking for stuff to steal.
Stop it.
I mean, really, the first time you meet him, and that one eye goes off
right
on its own,
right?
It's really kind of hard to read his emotions.
Yes,
because you think he's so pissed off at you, he can't. Yeah, what question do you ask to get something like that?
Well, legitimately, I said mail order brides, and about 40 sites came up.
All right, how'd you pick her?
First one I wrote.
Okay, she writes back.
Yeah.
How old is she?
Be 32 February 17th.
Never been married?
No.
So how long did you guys talk? Did you guys actually ever talk on the phone?
Yeah, every day.
Every day?
I'd call her at 3 p.m., which is 5 a.m. to wake her up. 7 days a week.
How long did that go on?
A couple of months.
What'd that cost?
A nickel a minute.
Okay.
Use your phone.
How long would you talk?
And that time of the day, 5-10 minutes a morning.
Okay.
So I get 71 minutes for $3.50 on a card.
She speaks English.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's 31, is that right?
She's 31, be 32.
Why do you ask?
I just wondered what the age did.
What's the age difference was?
Yeah.
25 years.
Okay.
Okay. So at what point did she decide, or did you guys decide, I'm flying out?
When I initially wrote her, I told her I want to meet someone from her country, and if I meet someone,
What kind of pictures did you send her?
current
Clothes?
Yeah.
Well, I know what you were sending her.
Yeah, stuff that I took around here.
All right, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
No sack shots?
Not too many.
I don't know what you sent. Did you send any nude photos?
No, I didn't.
She sent any back to you?
Oh, gosh, no.
I'm just asking.
No.
I don't know how this works.
This woman never kissed a man until Tuesday night when she kissed me.
She kissed you on the mouth?
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty strange.
Eddie's just about to lose it, and he's making me mad.
What's wrong?
Yeah, he's going, yeah, right. But you'd have to be there.
I wasn't looking at Eddie. What's wrong with you, Eddie?
Sorry, I throw it out.
What a story I'm biting, I know.
I'm sure it's something with the nude photos. Let's just let it pass. It'll be okay in a second. It will. It'll be all right. Just leave him alone. These spells don't last long. There it is. I knew there was the second wave. He's almost done. You send her any pictures in tank tops?
Not until he gets skin tags removed.
We're done.
Eddie's done. Eddie. Jessica Lynch thing.
I saw that. That was painful to watch.
I told you yesterday, even before I saw it, I'll bet it takes 90 minutes just because she speaks at a very slow pace.
I pulled 3 or 4 audio clips. There really wasn't much to hear. It was just painful.
What's to say? You know what? I got captured. Bad things happened. I'm back. Government lied about what happened.
Took an hour and a half to say that.
That's pretty much it.
I mean, I watched.
How do you stretch that out for an hour and a half?
They dramatic music, slow motion pictures, and a lot of edits.
And just watching her talk, I can't imagine sending somebody over there. She's not grown up.
No.
Forget that she's 19. She's probably, if I had to look at her and just talking to her, getting an emotional read,
right.
I'd say she's about a 14, 15-year-old chick.
Oh, yeah.
And she's over there in a carrier, carrying a gun.
Yeah. Cut number 6 here if you want to play it is when she talks about when her weapon jammed, the bullets and stuff.
Oh, I heard her say that. Bullets and stuff in that big brown thing. It normally goes poofies. I didn't know poofies out of it. So I said to myself,
This is as they're entering the city. Her take.
Into which city?
Wherever she got captured, I don't even know the name of the city.
It's a creep, maybe.
Okay. All right. And my gun jammed, and I'm thinking, WWGD.
What's that?
What would Gomer do? All right, going through high school, did you date girls?
I had one girlfriend, yes, but it was a friend.
I don't have any more questions. I'm wigging.
You're not wigging because you want to see her.
I don't want to see her.
You did want to see those
I did
breasts.
not.
Did.
I felt weird. I felt weird looking at her breasts.
Why?
Because it's guy breasts.
No, they're not. Those are girl breasts.
Well, they're girl breasts now, but they came from a guy.
I'm confused.
It's a guy underneath those breasts.
I gotcha.
No,
Did you
not
want to see
really.
him? No. What do you mean, not really?
No. Because when she was younger, basically that's how she really was living, was a woman or a girl.
Okay.
Just because
Got a
anatomy is just showing that it should have been a man, that doesn't mean that.
Got a crank?
I don't have one, no.
Not
but that
you.
doesn't mean anything.
I don't know what you got. I really don't.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
We don't.
I think I'm going to slap you.
No. She has a crank and testicles. That's a guy. I know she's heading that. What does it cost for the whole operation?
It's about $6,000.
Is it just for the choppies, or if you were to get the breast and everything all at once?
It's a penectomy. Is in the vaginoplasty. It's $6,000.
Okay, so they cut it off and then they go back and they reconstruct your area.
Yes.
And can they make it look like a squid?
Yeah.
A squid.
That's what it looks like.
It does not.
Does too. I mean, what do they use for a model? They have like a bologna sandwich or something.
I have no idea.
They work from?
Quit it.
Yeah, let's see. Bologna sandwich. It's back and forth.
Looks perfect.
Yeah. Look at there.
What?
I don't know. I just can't imagine having my yang cut off. It's not enough just to keep it pulled back?
No.
Not if you want to be a total woman, no.
Right, exactly. That's not right.
You sure seem to be in this, Katana.
Because I understand. I'm open-minded, okay?
Ooh.
What?
I just had a really bad visual, or a good visual.
Of what?
Ooh, that's real sad.
You want to see both of them kiss?
Kind
She's
of.
not into girls, okay?
Oh.
I don't know that I'd
At
want
all?
to see that.
No, not at all.
Because it's not two chicks kissing. It's
Kind of, sort of. It is.
No, it's not.
It's two chicks, really, because she thinks she's a chick, but she's really a guy, so it's really okay.
But she's really a guy.
I know.
I also think I'm Batman, and I'm not.
She's really a girl.
She's really a guy.
She's really a girl.
Does she have a yang?
Mentally and emotionally, she is a girl.
Physically, she's got a doololly.
Yeah.
That's the only problem. That
those
one
two
little
That's a big
appendage.
problem. What?
Those two could have sex.
No, they can't. I
Well,
don't
they
want to see
could.
that.
I just mean they
What's
could.
wrong with you?
With me, I don't mean here.
You've been.
I just
you.
mean-
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? I'm just saying physically they could not hear, not that they want to.
But you'd like to see that. What's wrong with you?
Nothing. I'm sorry.
Maybe JD's a little more open-minded than you are.
Obviously, he is. Would you like a dance by Vanity?
No, thank you. Thank you very much.
Are you guys going to the Superstore straight from here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are. Can we talk about the new store, Planet X, in Garland?
No.
Why?
You guys got to hurry up and get out of here because I've been sitting on a fart and I'm trying to be.
Not like I haven't smelled it
Never
before.
mind.
Late.
Sorry. It snuck out.
That's all right.
Like you do that
If you're going to
a lot
talk about
here.
Planet X, you better hurry. This thing's about to make the room.
Well,
Here it
Planet X
comes.
Planet X is a new store that's opened up in Garland, and it's off of Kingsley and Jupiter.
Fascinating.
Yes.
Do you guys ever do shows together?
What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me.
Actually, I haven't done one with her yet, but I have done one with the transsexual.
Oh, okay. See?
And what do you guys do?
We perform, we dance.
Okay.
We tease.
And does the transsexuals yang ever come out?
Depends on what the customer wants.
You're not offended by any of this, are you, Vanity? Okay. I'm just.
It's all good.
I'm just curious.
Okay, no
As long as you're not mean to her.
I'm not being
I'll
mean
have to
to
come
her.
and slap you around.
So, at what age did you decide that you were? What's the word? You had gender dysphoria.
13.
Is that the right phrase?
Yes, sir.
See, I knew a guy that was going to have the. When we were working at a pizza place, the assistant manager wanted to be a chick. Started getting shots. Started getting his boobs.
You kidding?
Letting his hair grow out. His fingers grow long. Then he started telling everybody.
And you stay away from him?
I quit.
Good. I would too.
I didn't need the job that bad.
Yeah.
Because I think he wanted me.
Yeah.
You don't want me, do you?
Oh, yeah, I do.
I told
actually.
you threesome.
Oh, a threesome. Yes.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
So, who do you date now? Do you date anybody?
No, I'm just kind of single right now.
Okay, but who did you date?
Well, I've been engaged one time, and
To a guy?
Yes, and he dumped me for my mother.
She have a weenie too?
She has big balls. Yeah.
Well, I don't know how this works.
I don't either. I don't know. Eddie's gone till 7 now. I know that.
I'm so sorry. Be the only house with chicks in it where the seat's always up.
Sure. Absolutely.
You want to see them together?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me.
Lindsay, come on by.
See?
We'll give you a good show.
He left you for your mom?
Let's hang your stinky ass in the ocean and see if we can catch us something. I seen yo mama's breasts. They was hanging down like they was looking for spare change. What up with that? Yo my god, I need some poontang on my yang yang. Slip me a 50, so I don't gotta scare no more white women. I wish they bring some new meat into C Block. I am tired of screwing Trenholm stretched out dookie shoot.
You ready for the new CD?
Yes.
Here it is.
Brand new.
Hey, baby, I'm home from work. How about making me some food?
I have already made dinner for you. It's on the table in the living room.
I should correct myself. What I meant to say was, how about making me some food I can actually eat, you dumb bitch?
How can you say that? I've...
See, now I got to start it again.
I'm sorry.
It's like hearing robots argue.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, I'm home from work. How about making me some food?
I have already made dinner for you. It's on the table in the living room.
I should correct myself. What I meant to say was, how about making me some food I can actually eat, you dumb bitch?
How can you say that? I've been slaving over a hot stove all day, and this is what I get.
Maybe I should make myself a little more clear.
You know...
Yes, is it Demisha?
Yes, it is.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
I wanted to tell you that is so stupid what that girl just called in and said. No woman wants to be told what.
Oh, yes, she does. Women need to
No,
know.
she does
Yes,
not.
she does. You know what I need? I need me. Are you a black woman?
Yeah.
I need me a black woman.
No, you don't.
Yes,
You
I
can't
do.
have a
Black women know how to treat their man. They're
That's
they're
right.
grateful for what their man does.
Right.
A man who goes out and is kind and caring and provides for his woman. Black women repay that.
That's right.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
You have luscious breasts.
Yes.
Perhaps could you come up and let me see your
No. I have a
jugaboos?
child. No, I have a child, and you don't like women with
Let me see those juggies.
Took me a second.
Oh my God, this is so embarrassing.
No, it's not. Well,
Yes, it is.
that's very sweet of you to call.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Hi, Wendy.
Hey.
Yeah.
I agree with, what's her name? Demisha? A bimbo. Oh, my God.
No. Tiffany was right. You women need to be told what to do and when to do it.
Oh, absolutely.
And you know what? I don't necessarily mean in your daily life. I mean when it comes to the relationship.
No.
Shut up, Hetty. Yes, it does. If you're gonna jack me around and leave me,
I'm trying.
what? Great big luscious breasts. What else you want me to call them? They're jugaboos.
Jugaboo.
Shut up.
You.
Oh, I remember you.
Yes, that's it. Look, look, every time he turns on the radio, and I'm in the car, because I'm in the car, so I have to hear it.
Okay.
It's just torture to me,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Oh, it's torture?
Yes, it's torture.
Well,
All you
said the
do
kitty,
is-
but the milk's still good.
All you do is put people down, and you bitch and moan, and you downgrade other people. And I don't understand what makes you so
Hey,
different from other people, okay, on the radio.
You've heard that
Millions
before.
of people on the radio that don't treat people like you do.
Not from anyone over 4.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's been about 40 years.
That's okay. So
You
what's your point? That,
you
well,
may
you know
not
what?
be like
Wait,
me.
hold on a second. You said you don't even listen to the show, so what do you care?
I don't listen to the show. I have to listen every time I'm in the car
Why do you have to listen?
because my husband likes you.
Oh.
So he listens to you, so he has you on.
Good.
And you should care what we think.
Why?
Because we're the ones that make your paycheck. If we didn't
No,
listen
you
to
don't. I make my paycheck. I've checked my check many times, and bitch ain't signed on it anywhere.
You know, if people didn't listen to you, you wouldn't be number one. You wouldn't have any money.
No, if I wasn't number one, people wouldn't listen.
No, that's a circular argument, and one does not beget the other.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Because I put out a product that's just so outstanding, I'm number one. And you listen because I am number one.
The fact that people listen to you and respond to the surveys is what makes the ratings.
No.
Okay, so that's why
They
you're
respond to
number
the surveys because of the show and because I've drawn them in. It's got nothing to do with you. I don't even like you. I'd prefer you didn't listen.
Well, I don't like you either, and I prefer I didn't listen, but I have to. My husband likes you for some stupid reason. And, you know, I don't know if you
Would
may
you just
not
like to hide in the bushes and jump her ass?
Oh, man, I do some bad things to her.
or you are, and then you should feel pretty
scares
stupid,
me.
right?
I know. We do the Ajax thing to her.
Put some on the Ajax won't take off.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Yes, I'm still listening.
you are...
This is another reason I just rather date Grunt. Grunt don't have a G-spot. Grunt don't bitch at you.
I'm surprised you get a date at all.
You know what? You can push a dookie out of a moving car and nobody cares.
Yes.
You find a headless dookie in the front yard.
What happens?
Nobody gives a rat's ass.
You know what? And that's a good point. And maybe you should, because I've seen turds with more personality than you.
Oh,
You're
well,
not
aren't
even
you
funny.
just, Andy? You are nothing more than just a little breath of fresh air.
You know, I know you'll probably say, you know, like you said, you ask me why I listen when I don't like it, and I don't want to listen.
Dookie
but
don't
I
make
thought
noise when you push it down the stairs.
No, it doesn't.
You know, okay, look.
And you know what? Here's something else. Dookie don't mind if you look at other turds. Do they? That's why I'd rather date Grunt.
I just do everything.
Shut up.
See ya.
Dookie don't mind if you slap the corn out of it.
Nope.
Chew it up good.
Yeah. If Dookie drowns, there ain't no investigation.
Not a crime scene. Oh, God.
Dookie won't stand up in court and point at you and go, he's the one.
That's him. He pushed me out.
Yeah. Dookie don't mind if you stick a coat hanger in it.
All right. All right. That's it. Good enough.
Uh-oh, Eddie just kicked in.
I don't know which one he lost it on.
I don't-
Because you know, Eddie's always a little
Yeah.
behind the curve.
I think it was one dookie too many.
Yes, Kathy.
Yes, I was calling to see if you like to receive butt shots, but do you give butt shots?
Those kids.
Damn, yes. I love to deliver, too.
Because I know you talk all that smack on the phone over the air, but I don't think you really reciprocate.
Yo, yes, I do.
I've never heard shots.
Who that? Who on the other line? Who that?
They better get off the other line because I'm trying to speak to you and see what's up with you.
Yeah, would you like to come on up and have me toss your salad?
Would you do that?
Oh, yes, I would.
Where are you located? I would love to put this butt all up in your face.
We're off.
Put all this butt up in your
And
face.
I take every bit of it. I'll toss every salad you got in your butt. I'll get your iceberg lettuce. I'll get your romaine. I'll toss your endive. You still there?
Yes. I think you just full of it.
No,
Russ.
I ain't. Where you stay?
I'm in the Oak Cliff.
Yeah,
I'm
just-
in the Oak Cliff, close to Pleasant Grove, where your mama stay.
Yeah, that's exactly where my mama stayed.
And I'm gonna tell her what you talking about too.
What?
About butt shots. Now, what happened to L.A.? Did she give you butt shots, too?
No, let's see. We do that? No.
Is that why you broke up with her?
No, I broke up with her because she was doing some prostitution.
What, you prostitute?
I ain't no prostitute.
Oh, please.
Now, you want to give me some cash to say thank you after I tossed your salad? That'd be all right.
Well, I tell you what.
I mean it, sweetie. You bring that onion up here and I smack that bitch.
Well, you know what? I'm a black girl, so they say once you go black, you never go back.
I eat it all.
You eat it all.
I eat it all.
Oh, my God. And I got plenty of food for you, baby.
I be all in it.
I got plenty of food for you.
I bet it's an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Okay. You crazy,
You
Russ.
driving,
are so
you
crazy.
driving me nuts.
Oh, yeah, I would drive
I
you nuts,
smack
baby.
your ass till it turns white.
Oh, you slap my ass, I turn white.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you be black with a mini afro.
Yeah, I
Put
am.
a little mini afro on your head.
I love you. Just grab my head and just shove it in your hams.
That's what I'm talking
All
about.
the way,
You
all the
see,
way,
you know what I'm talking about.
all the way up to my waist.
You gonna make me leave my husband,
Make me leave my kids.
Russ. He at work. He can't hear this show right now.
I come up there and you do that stuff. I leave my kids in the trunk.
That's exactly what I'm gonna have to do to the kids. I'm gonna tell them, kids, put your hands over your ears, cause Russ gonna handle mama.
Put them over your ears. Oh, that's right. I forget you can't.
Handle mama.
You can't hear the radio in the trunk.
I'm gonna have to tell my kid, mama finna see what it feel like to get a butt shot. Do you put a little salt on it, or you like that natural taste?
You whatever. I think your natural juices be just about right.
Well, I'm sorry, Russ. I can't do the butt thing, see, because I have to hurt you when I get through. Because I can't tell nobody but God. And you better not tell nobody but God.
I bet you pinch my head off.
Oh, all day long.
I'd be walking around looking like my head is a burnt matchstick.
I open these cheeks and let you in. Russ, you crazy. I'm going to have to go.
All right,
but it
sweetie.
was nice talking to you. Stop talking about butt shots now.
All right, I will.
Bye.
All right. Word up.
God. She wants to reciprocate.
Mm-hmm. Chicks don't seem to be into that as much.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried a couple of times.
So bad?
I don't think they're into it. I don't think there's any amount of enjoyment.
I think if they figure while you're down there, why not go for the hole? It works.
Damn. Just all relax and reflect on what's been said. Lock the door. Lock the door. Lock the door. Lock the door.
No, you're
Lock
not
the door.
locking me in.
No, Steven's coming.
No.
There he is. Eddie, hold the door. Eddie, I swear to God, don't let him in. Eddie.
He heard you. Oh, no. Look at Russ. Oh, my God. Got his pants down.
Hey, last time I saw something like that, it had a race around the end.
All right. He actually may have entered you that time. You had your pants down. Well, you let. He couldn't help. He's on the floor.
He touched my naked ass.
Yes, he did. That was like a woman, like how I would envision a woman being dragged into the woods before she's raped. That's what was going on.
Did anything get out on the air?
No.
Nobody cussed?
No. I was listening.
He had you on the floor.
I couldn't get away from him.
He's seen your underwear now.
He's seen my ass. He touched my ass. I've been violated. Get rape crisis on the phone. He stuck it in.
No, he didn't.
He stuck it in. I've been stuck.
You have not.
Good God Almighty.
You haven't been stuck.
You go smell his hands. You can smell it out to his watch. I've been stuck.
See two grown men going around the floor on their hands and knees.
He tore my pants.
He didn't tear them. You
The
had them
hell he did.
You had them unbuckled.
See, if you wouldn't have had them unbuckled.
I heard him tearing.
You asked for this.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
What is this back here? That is a tear. I can hear him ripping as he's pulling down my pants. I've been raped.
No, you haven't.
And Eddie is absolutely of no help.
I know. He lost it the second he was in.
I see Eddie coming over there and went, great, he's going to peel him off of me. And about that time, Steven gets my underwear down, and now my white ass is hanging out, and Eddie's gone.
We just moved out of your way.
I don't know what the look on his face was. I was in the other direction.
It was like he found gold.
JD.
What is Randy Van Warmer just when I needed you most?
Correct.
The singers and songwriters, I have all of those CDs. Just when I needed you. Oh, see, this is us, honey.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
Did you just...
What is Roberta Flack, Killing Me Softly?
That's Russ's song.
Don't think it'd be soft.
It's our song, honey.
Every day I'd have the frozen cheese out in the hammer just waiting.
Morning.
Yeah.
Oh, remember this one?
But a Steelers wheel stuck in the middle with you.
Correct.
Oh.
Russ.
What do the Eagles take it to the limit?
Correct.
See, honey, you're so good. If you put your mind to it, you're good at everything.
JD.
What is Michael Martin Murphy Wildfire?
Correct. Russ.
What is Anita Ward, Ring My Bell?
Correct.
No, we can't use this one.
Russ.
What is City of New Orleans by Arlo Guthrie?
Correct.
Red?
JD.
Jesus. What is Looks Like We Made It by Barry Manilow?
Correct.
That's a point.
I love this dog.
Russ.
What is Ride, Captain Ride by Blues Image?
Correct.
That would kick. You would kick butt at Pictionary, honey.
Pictionary, yes.
You
It's
and I
exactly the same game.
You are so cruel.
What?
Love will keep us together. Love will keep us together. Do you hear that song, honey?
Why don't you briefly read it for anybody that doesn't know the story of Happy the Clown as we prepare our tribute?
Melvin Hall was his name. He started performing in his father's Wild West show before the Great Depression and never strayed far from an audience. The 84-year-old... I'm trying to do this with some class, do you mind? The 84-year-old, known as Happy the Clown to the children and senior citizens, whom he still performed, died Tuesday morning in a fire at his trailer home in southeast Dallas County near Balk Springs. His daughter, Carmen Hall, said her father never knew any other life than performing. Mr. Hall's Boston Terrier named Dog was probably also killed by the fire. No foul play was suspected. That's about all I need to read. I tried so hard. Okay. All right.
And we thought, because this was such a horrible thing to happen, we should have a little memorial service for Happy the Clown. Are you guys ready?
Oh, yes.
Quit it, Eddie, or I can't get started. Friends and neighbors, we are here today to pay tribute to the remains of a man who entertained us for many years. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
We are here today to say goodbye to Happy the Clown. Happy loved children's.
Oh, he loved them so much.
He entertained all the way to his untimely combustion. For you see, he was at a birthday party when his clown suit caught fire.
Oh, Lordy, Lord.
It was to be a joyous time for the children's.
Oh, the children's just love the clowns.
They had a large cake, presents, a clown, and a donkey for rides inside the spacious double-wide mobile home.
Oh, I bet Mama loved that donkey.
I'm sure it'll take many years for the children to forget the image of Happy bursting into flame.
Okay.
Stop it. Could the organist start again? Many years for the image of Happy bursting into flames. I'm sure it'll also take many years to forget the image of him running in circles. Hold me up. See, the crappy 3.5 hours was worth waiting for this.
Here's the warm up.
Back up a little bit.
Oh, Lord. Take a deep breath, Reverend.
Whew. I'm sure it'll take many years to forget the image of him running in circles screaming, my legs, I can't feel my legs. Could you start again? Okay. Thank you. I'm sure it will also take many years to forget the image of Happy running straight into the wall. Over and over to try and put himself out.
Not helping Eddie.
We're not gonna make this. We're not gonna be done by 7.
It's just a memorial.
I'm sure the children will also never forget the final moments as the donkey trampled Happy, trying to get away from the flames. I guess it was just time for Happy to come home, and the Lord wanted to make sure he left a mark.
Okay. Happy left a mark. Okay, I remember that. That's where we were.
Carpet and the wallpaper. Can we start again? We never know how the Lord plans things. Sometimes people pass away in their sleep. Very restful, very peaceful. Sometimes they get barbecued. Now, you see, I wasn't at the party, but witnesses say Happy made them laugh until the very end. You see, he kept shoving his entire head into the cake in hopes to try and extinguish the flames. Then, to the children's joy, he fell forwards and his head lodged into the anus of the riding donkey. While still on fire, Happy was dragged to the mobile home. Happy was dragged to the mobile home. Where'd I leave off?
He has his head up the donkey's butt.
Thank you. Dragged to the mobile home by the frightened animal. Luckily, one of his oversized clown shoes got caught in one of the children's big wheels.
Oh, Lord, the big wheel.
As the donkey dragged the flaming entertainer through the home for the 5th time, the big wheel lodged behind the TV set and popped Happy out of the animal's anus.
Oh, Happy.
Unfortunately, Happy, being blinded by birthday cake and donkey fecal matter, he stumbled into a natural gas space heater.
Oh, please.
We're almost there.
Thank God.
Where was I? Oh, yeah, the space heater. Well, the space heater was leaking gas and was ignited by Happy's suit, which had now melted onto his body. Happy was blown. Almost there.
Oh, so close.
We ain't 2 sentences away. Happy was blown through the back window of the home from the explosion. But he landed safely into the family's above-ground swimming pool.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Unfortunately, the pool has been empty for 6 years and had been used to store cleaning materials. It was said to be a can of Homer Formy's furniture cleaning polish that fed the already out-of-control flames that finally took Happy to meet his maker. Sometimes the Lord works in mysterious ways. But I'll be God if I can figure this one out. What do we say? He's like those birds that sit on cows' backs.
Egret?
Yeah, that's what he is.
Nice calming.
Don't they calm the cows?
Yes.
Or they just eat bugs off of them?
Both.
Do they?
It keeps the cows calm by eating
the bugs?
Yeah.
Eating the ticks? Yes. Dan's my very own tick eater. In fact,
yes.
I think let's have him come up and practice on Lee Harris.